Question 27 in the Book of Questions. If God appeared to you in a series of vivid and moving dreams and told you to leave everything behind, travel alone to the Red Sea and become a fisherman, what would you do? What if you were told to sacrifice your child? Well, if God appeared to me in a series of vivid and moving dreams, I would know that I was going mad, and so I would hope as quickly as possible I would get myself to a psychiatrist and get myself some pretty powerful drugs prescribed, because I'm in severe mental difficulty. So severe that, to be honest, if I'm psychotic to that degree, I'm probably never going to be right in the head ever again. So that would be very unfortunate. So I really hope this doesn't happen. I can't see how going to the Red Sea and becoming a fisherman is really going to help. If God were actually reasonable, he would presumably explain himself and tell me why going to the Red Sea and becoming a fisherman would be good. What if you were told to sacrifice your child? Right. Okay. I would say right now, this is my advice to you. You should have absolutely nothing to do with anyone who tells you to sacrifice your child, because that's not good. That's not right. People shouldn't go around telling other people to sacrifice their children. And I extend this rule to gods. Frankly, any god, any religion that tells you to sacrifice your child is not a religion to have anything to do with. Now, the God of Book 1 of the Bible, the abductor of firstborn sons, the sender of plagues, the smiter of cities, that sort of thing. He is a vicious, vengeful, nasty guy. And yeah, he actually did this, didn't he? He said this to, it was Abraham, wasn't it? He said, go on, sacrifice your child. And apparently later, oh yeah, it was only a test. I don't care if it's a test. You don't test people like that. That is the behavior of an absolute out-and-out villain. The God of Book 2 is of cheek turning and rendering unto Caesar, and so he's a rather different guy. So yeah, if I were told to sacrifice my child, first I would say, I've got a child? Aha! You didn't know that I didn't have a child, therefore you're not God. Ah! I could say. But if I did have a child, I would say, no. Go away, God. You're clearly not advising me in my best interests. This question really only works on someone who's a true believer and thinks that it's possible that a god might appear, whoever that is, Helios or Ra or any of them, and tell me to leave. What a terrifying prospect. I mean, if God did actually appear to you like that, that could be really horrendous and the end of any mental stability. But of course, some people say, "Oh, but I followed my calling and I gave everything up." And you decided. You decided. You framed it in that way. You saw it as a message from God. But if you're actually still basically sane and you made a big change in your life, you just decided that you weren't happy where you were going, and you just decided. But if you actually completely believe this, I mean, absolutely down to your core, then yeah, that's a major psychotic episode. And as far as I know, it's drugs, I'm afraid.